Hey everyone, just going to do a video today on how to do build a quick pond filter, or at least what I did. I have this pond here. The pump died last year. Didn't get a new pump till this year. It got really mucky and dirty. We get some goldfish in there now. And you know, up until yesterday you couldn't even see an inch or two into the water. It was just brown and filthy. And today I can see all the way to the bottom. It's about 2 feet deep. So I built an easy filter out of just a bucket, some lava rock, and some pillow batting. It costs about $30 to build, minus the cost of the pump. And it works really well. So I'm just going to kind of show you guys today what I did. If you have a pond, you can take this idea and run with it, maybe make some changes to it. This is the most simple way I could think of doing it. Obviously, you know, you see the pump in there. It doesn't look totally natural, but that's not really what I'm going for here. But let's just get into it. All right, so this is what the filter looks like after one night of running. Obviously the pond was just absolutely filthy. So we're gonna clean it out, take the filter out, and then I'll show you guys when I put it back together what exactly is going on in here and how this works. Stay tuned. All right, so I've pulled the filter apart, cleaned up some of the filter, got some new material, but I can show you what I got going on here, right? So what I've done is I've drilled a hole in the bottom of this bucket, and you can see if I move some of the rock here, that's actually where I have my pump connected. So the pump goes out and then out to my waterfall. This pump, this filter draws in from the top through the bottom and then out. So the lava rock here, you can see is very porous, and this is going to be where a lot of the bacteria are going to live that are going to break down the fish waste into non-harmful chemicals. And it's just a good natural buffer for the water to help keep things clean. All right, so on top of this, I've got this batting material which comes in rolls. It's just a polyfill, polyester batting. It's very thin, and it's not very porous. And this is going to filter out a lot of the fine particulate. And we're just going to kind of lay that on top of the rocks here, right? Kind of just lay it in there, and that's going to kind of what they call floss the water, really keep it crystal clean. The next one I have is some batting which came from, it's usually used for seat cushions. And if you notice, both of these are kind of like a fabric. Some of the batting just comes in a bag and you can pull it apart. And I don't really want that because it kind of just falls apart. I want something that's going to stay together. This stuff is a little bit thicker. Actually, it came a lot thicker, but I opened it up and kind of split it in two. This is about, I don't know, a ½ inch thick. It's a little bit coarser, so this is going to kind of take out a lot of the medium-sized particulate matter. That's going to go on top of that. And then for the very top, I have this really coarse stuff. And this is like a foam. It's a very coarse. This is going to filter out the bigger stuff, right? And we're just going to kind of, you know, shove that on top there. And that's all there really is to it. Now the foam here, I usually take out and just rinse it off. It's reusable. The second layer, I might try to rinse it off a couple of times before I replace it, you know, pull it out, run it through the hose. The batting that's at the bottom, the real thin stuff, I just pull it and throw it away. It came in a huge roll for like $10, so I have tons of it. What we're looking like, you can see we have the coarse, then we have the medium, and then we have the fine, and then below that is the rock in the filter itself. So for the top, this is where I have the plug coming through, but you can see it's just a lid you get from Home Depot. Same with the bucket. You can do this with any size bucket and lid. I just drilled a bunch of holes in it, and then that just snaps in on top, and then we just put it in the water and plug it in, and the water gets sucked in through the top, through the 3 filters, through the rock, and then back out through the waterfall. Okay, so we're just gonna put it back in the pond. Because my pond was so dirty, I'm gonna have to probably do this a couple of times. I'll get some water in there to help it sink. Make sure not to put it on any fish. Okay. And then we'll just plug it in. And there we go. So it's that easy. If you really wanted to hide it, you could actually just drill some holes in the bucket along the top, the edge of the bucket, above where the filter sits, and just put a big flat rock over it to kind of hide the filter, which I may end up doing. But it really seems to work really well. And we can finally see some fish down there. And you could not see anything yesterday. I mean, the water was just brown. And we could see our filter there. Like again, we could put a rock over that. We could try to mask it up, or some plants or something, but it's not really my main concern right now. Just trying to get this thing, cleared out. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got some ideas for your pond or a filter. Some people build filters that sit outside of the pond, and they like to hide it so you don't actually see it. I prefer the in-pond filter, mainly because, number one, the water gets filtered before it gets to the pump, which keeps the pump from clogging. Also, if there were a problem, if something let go, if something broke, it's not going to just pump all the water out of the pond. So kind of a little bit of a fail-safe there. All right, well, thanks for watching.